So it's 5:30 in the morning, you can barely see me, and I'm off to go and do a safari in Udawalawe National Park. So I'll start recording again when the sun comes up a bit and the light gets a bit better. But yeah, it should be a good day. Shit, me. I could actually touch that. Right, so we've just jumped out after about an hour of not seeing anything, and we're just by a little lake. But so far it's okay. I'm going to give my thoughts when I go back later, and a bit of advice for any people wanting to come here. But I've seen plenty of elephants so far. Right there we have an Instagram boyfriend. Oh god. Just waiting for a crocodile to come and munch them up. That would make things exciting. Shut up. Big question is, should you go to Udawalawe National Park? Is it worth the money, or should you go elsewhere? But first, let me give you some context about the park and some information about it so you can make your own judgment. And remember, these are just my opinions and from what I've heard from other people, and obviously you've seen the video already, so make your judgment from my video and what I'm going to say. So you have two major national parks in Sri Lanka. The first one is obviously Udawalawe, which I'm talking about now, and then the second one is Yala, and I'll show you where they both are on a map. But Yala is triple the size of Udawalawe. Udawalawe I think is about 1,000 hectares, and then Yala is obviously 3,000 roughly, give or take. But the main thing to see in Udawalawe is elephants. It's known for its elephants, and Yala is leopards. But you're still, again, lucky to see if you see any leopards, because obviously they're quite elusive animals, and depending on the time of year that you go will depend on whether you see them or not. So I've paid 7,000 Sri Lankan rupees, which is roughly $45, £30 for a 3-hour safari. So I woke up at 5:30 this morning, and then we've just come back and we've just had some breakfast. So you have to bear that in mind, that let's say you do an African safari, it's going to cost you way more, but you're going to see more exciting, more wild animals, but I'll go into that in a second. So like I said, the animals that you're going to see the most are elephants. It's renowned for seeing elephants, so when you go there, you're definitely going to see something, basically. You can't go there and not see anything. If you do, then you're very unlucky. You're also going to see lots of peacocks and birds and kingfishers. You'll see some crocodiles swimming in the water. You probably won't see them come up too close, and also some buffalo. So you'll definitely see something, so bear that in mind. It's not obviously like an African safari where you can drive for hours and hours and you might not see anything. The only problem I would say was it didn't feel to me like I was in the wild. It didn't feel like an authentic sort of natural experience, because I'm not joking, we drove past the elephants in the Jeep and I literally could have grabbed this elephant's tail, which I was tempted to do just to spice things up a bit, make things interesting, see what would happen, but of course I wouldn't really do it. But yeah, it just doesn't feel like I'm completely in the wild. Obviously they are wild elephants, but they're so used to all the trucks and the Jeeps, because there's, as you saw from the video, there was literally like 20-30 Jeeps just lining up waiting to see the elephants, and then they move on, the next Jeep comes along, so they're very used to humans, which is good in a way, but also, yeah, like I say, it didn't feel like a completely authentic experience. I think considering the price and what you see, it is worth it, but if you're looking for more of an authentic wild experience, more of exotic animals, obviously go to a different country, but yeah, maybe give it a miss. If you want to see leopards, go to Yala, or just wait. If you're lucky, you might go to Africa and you'll get the full experience. So that's just my opinions. Take it or leave it.
Alrighty then.
If you know, take it as advice if you come here. So yeah, I enjoyed it, but I didn't realise there was going to be as many tourists and as Jeeps as there were. And I've heard Yala is actually even worse. I've heard Yala, even though it's bigger, there's even more Jeeps going around everywhere, because the one I did today, everyone is just following the same path, the same road, and you bump into Jeeps all the time, and there's just a shitload of people just on them. So hopefully I didn't muck that up too much and kind of explained and actually gave a bit of useful advice. If you do come to the park, and it can help you decide whether you want to do it or not. Right now I have 8 minutes to pack my bag and check out the hotel, and now I'm going to go to Marissa and chill at the beach for a few weeks and hopefully learn to surf. So I'll catch you in a bit.